The dome of the California Capitol building lit up dramatically. And David...
Hey, good evening, Kevin.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. They've got Pirtle. Johnson is out there at DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Vassell in at the shooting guard. And for Sacramento, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bagley is out there with Holmes. And it's Fox in at the point. 2 points. That one goes.
Good take. We all know Hill can shoot. That's go to the outside, Jay. Ropes open, driving.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
Holmes off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here is Pirtle. Back to Johnson from downtown. And it's Johnson again missing. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
Here's Murray after the basket by Rashawn Holmes. Murray finds Pirtle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
When Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the D is toast. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Bagley in the post. Johnson's there. Bagley, no good.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
And finished off by DeRozan.
Nice hustle there. You can count on DeRozan for this. He works so tirelessly as a scorer.
Murray, the pass to Johnson. The Kings have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Barnes. And taken away by Johnson. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And stolen by Barnes. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And that one is good.
Oh, look at the strength of Fox. Amazing how he maintains control despite getting roughed up a little bit.
Now here's Murray. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Halliburton following the bucket by the Spurs. Hield outside. 5 on the clock. And it's off from 3-point range. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 2.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Now here's Hield. To the inside. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Hield.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Picked away. And it's Hield off the drive. And the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of, but it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
Now here's Murray. T right on him. It's Gay on the way. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the elbow. It's hauled in by the Kings.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that. You know, his offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
And here's Halliburton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Vassell.
And it's important that he'll improve on his defense because I like watching him show focus on the other end of the floor.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
That's just how it is.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Mills. Zhang is out there with Rudy Gay, and it's Walker in at the shooting guard position. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
Zhang with a clean look, unable to get that one. And the Kings going the other way now. Here's Davis. Mills with the rebound.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy lane.
Walker's shot is off. The Kings leading. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Davis. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Halliburton. San Antonio also making some changes. Myrtle comes in for Gorgie Dang. And it's Johnson in for Rudy Gay. Now here's Johnson following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. That one goes in.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Davis against Johnson. Now here's Davis. Defense is right there. Here's Wright. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Holmes, just 5 on the clock. A rebound by the Spurs. Fox with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Holmes, and Holmes throws it down.
Well, this is why Fox's teammates love him. I mean, when they're open, he makes sure to get it to them.
Mills with it. Holmes covering. Bounce pass Mills. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Back to Mills. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Holmes. Right, looking around. Here's Fox. The rebound by Johnson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And finished off by DeRozan.
Boy, and DeRozan is a tough assignment, able to fend off contact as well on that drive.
And some changes here for the Kings. Bagley, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. Harrison Barnes comes in for Terrence Davis. And it's Buddy Hield in for DeLon Wright.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
And it's Fox with the jam.
I mean, having a point guard who can attack the basket like Fox is priceless. I mean, they love to see him take it up strong like that.
Murray dishes to Pirtle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Barnes kicks to Fox. And the layup falls. Now it's a 5-point Kings lead. Craig, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Just 4 to shoot. Such a wide open look. Murray's got his second basket.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Now, here's Fox. 6 points for him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that, and some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's set.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by... And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Richaun Holmes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Holmes in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Outside, Fox. It's good. Fox has got 8 points.
What a fiery competitor. I mean, it's evident that Fox loves taking on intense coverage and converting.
Murray, the pass to Pirtle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. For San Antonio, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Whiteside's checked in for the Kings.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket. And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yeah, Gio, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year will be the most telling with Whiteside. Got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play.
And still a ton of upside for Marvin Bagley. Talk about what you see.
Well, Jay, I see an agile, quick player off of the floor. I mean, we know he can play in the paint. I'm just interested in seeing how well he starts to stretch the game and become a three-level scorer.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Barnes. Davis comes in for Buddy Hield. And it's Wright in for De'Aaron Fox. Walker against Davis. And it's Whiteside, that time on the assist by Davis. Whiteside's got the lead up to 6 now for Sacramento. Mills with it. Banked in off the glass. 6 points for him.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
To the paint, stolen by Walker. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Bagley with the block.
They need that kind of defensive impact from Bagley. I mean, he's using his size and length to force opponents to be aware of him at that end of the floor.
Now here's Harkless, guarded by Walker. And Harkless slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Just a late reaction is always going to finish that one.
Now here's Wright, guarded closely. Over in the corner, Harkless. A floater. The shot will not fall. Nice D from DeRozan. In transition, here come the Spurs. Johnson with the bounce pass. Pass to Mills. And the pass to Eubanks. Count that one. And now just a 2-point Kings lead.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Right, the pass to Whiteside. Down low, Bagley shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No, he's got the smarts to take advantage of over-aggressive defense. I mean, Bagley doing work inside to earn a trip to the line.
The first one falls. Sacramento making some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Whiteside. Harrison Barnes comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Halliburton subbed in for Wright. And so Bagley nails them both.
Well, Bagley's got some deep basketball roots. His grandfather won gold in 1964. And he was the #2 overall pick in the draft that year.
To the middle. Count that one. And the Kings lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Zhang.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now, here's Halliburton, guarded by Walker, and stolen by Zhang. For the tie, and the layup by Walker. Walker's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside, Bagley. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Pass to Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Halliburton slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Pass to Vassell. Walker looking for an opening. Gay outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Kings lead by 2. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Kings leading. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Rudy Gay, Murray out there with Chang, and it's Eubanks in at the power forward. And Fox gets it to go.
Well, Fox is mastering the timing required to succeed in the pick and roll. Trust me, it's not easy.
Chang, the bounce pass. Pass to Eubanks. The dish to Jang, and stolen by Barnes. On the wing, Heel. Here's Fox. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Here's Murray. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, easy call.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Sacramento leading by 5. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Inside and stolen by Chang. Murray the pass to Eubanks. Gay left side. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And that's collected by Gay. Gay's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Chang the pass to Vassell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And Halliburton slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Murray nails both of them. Sacramento leading by 3. Barnes outside. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Healed against DeRozan. Here's Fox. And Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation from Pirtle on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back. And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Halliburton passes to Barnes.
Well, offense is always the first thing on Barnes' mind. I mean, if he has to use the refs to get his points at the line, he'll do it.
That's good from Barnes. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Halliburton. Barnes hits them both.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
Spurs trail by 3. Murray surveying the D. And the shot goes in. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
coach trusts him to make when he plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Bagley the pass to Holmes. Just 5 to shoot. To Bagley. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possession. Turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
And the Spurs making a change here. Walker's checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Murray, no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kings have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Fox goes in. Holmes can't get it to go in. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And that's an aggressive take there by DeRozan. And no doubt the coaches will appreciate his ability to attack the defense.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both in.
Count it.
This is why the coaching staff has Bagley out here in these moments. I mean, because they know he can deliver.
Here's Murray. Kicks it to Walker. San Antonio again missing. Here's Hield. San Antonio with the rebound. Poeltl trying to get open. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Back to Barnes. Bagley against Johnson. The drive by Bagley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
This is what Bagley needs to keep doing. When he attacks the defense, it puts them in difficult spots.
Taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. San Antonio making a switch here. Gay's checked in. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that ties the game up.
And the chance to take the lead gets away because of the miss.
Fox against Murray. Bagley with the block. They retain possession. Poeltl finds Murray. It's good!
Big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Fox dishes to Barnes. Poeltl with the steal. And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. something not too big of an impact for him.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got Johnson. He's out there with DeRozan. Jakob Poeltl out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Vassell in at the shooting guard position. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. Now DeRozan, following the miss by John Morant from deep.
Tell you what, I don't know of anybody more aggressive at attacking the basket than DeRozan. A lot of his points come off the drive.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Jackson. No good with the layup. Passes it to Valanciunas. Morant outside. Shot clock at 6. At the tip and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Vassell. Misses in close. And here is Brooks. Up top, Morant. Out to the wing. Anderson trying to free himself up. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And the rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style. And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
Here is Anderson after the basket by San Antonio. And good that time.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. That one falls.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Murray against Morant. Murray, good. Murray's got 6. For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And they double up Morant. Outside Jackson. Now here's Morant. It's Brooks on the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Valanciunas. And he gets it to go.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Poeltl, the pass to Murray. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, you look at that situation. He thought he could keep Murray from converting if he got physical with him. You better think again.
And Jakob Poeltl, he's carved himself a good chunk of rotation minutes with how he's played.
Yeah, I love his game. I like his agility. I like his hands, his touch. I mean, he's a big, mobile guy. I think he's gotten to a good spot where he's dangerous in pick and roll action now too, Greg. A solid defender. A guy like that is always going to find minutes.
Here's Murray. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. Now the pass to Eubanks. Back to Murray. Now the feed to Jang. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Strong move in the painted area. I mean, Jang draws a lot more fouls when being aggressive.
And last season, big man Gorgie Jang with a huge lead in three-point attempts. Had about as many in one season as he had in the 6 years prior in his career.
You know, Greg, I always liked his shooting mechanics and touch going back to college. It was just a matter of him extending the range, and now that he knows he can do it, I think he'll continue to do more of it.
Bain. Eubanks grabs the miss. San Antonio one-on-one fast break. Gay passes to Eubanks. Walker finds Gay. Off the left rim and out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue.
DeJounte Murray has been leading the charge for San Antonio. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for San Antonio.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Justice Winslow out there with Allen. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Tillman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls. And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Here's Mills, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Allen's shot is off. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people in personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Allen surveying the D. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Here's Gay, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The Spurs have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Murray comes in for Patty Mills. Morant against Murray. Nice shot by Pirtle. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
Now Murray. He's got 9. We've got 1:48 left now here in the second. Pass to Pirtle. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Pirtle's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
A nice shot by Anderson.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Murray against Morant. Now here's Murray. Defense right on him. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Brooks with no one around. No good from outside.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Justice Winslow comes in for Anderson. Gorgie Dang's checked in for the Spurs. Lonnie Walker comes in for Murray. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Jackson with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Jackson kicks to Morant. No good with the triple. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Well, that's a signature move from DeRozan, guys. Gets up ahead of steam, then finishes strong. Boy, I like that aggressiveness.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. Mills with it. Gay left side. Beyond the arc. No good on that one. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs going into the break. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the DeJounte Murray had no problems getting going. He had 11 points and 2 assists. And that's a...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. So you've got Jakob Poeltl. Johnson is out there with DeRozan. Then it's Mills. And it's Vassell in at the 2-guard spot. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under him.
Here's Brooks. Lays it up off the glass. Brooks has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Grizzlies.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Morant against Murray. Johnson dishes to Murray. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Poeltl. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Poeltl's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
Morant outside. And it's Brooks in the corner. Fires the 3. Rebound by Murray. And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And the 7-footer Valanciunas with the foul. A big who isn't just skilled, but also brings that toughness.
Murray against Morant. Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. Johnson in the corner. To the inside. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark comes in for Jackson. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Brooks. The Spurs also changing it up. Eubanks is checked in. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Johnson. Nobody near Allen. And another miss by Memphis. Here's DeRozan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Murray against Morant. And it's Murray penetrating. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Murray is a spectacular talent. And when he gets going, watch out.
Allen left side. Anderson outside. Basket counts.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Spurs leading by 9. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And here is Murray. 13 points in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. Mills looking it over. Makes it off the glass.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
Allen outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Allen. The 7-footer falls.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Spurs leading by 9. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The rebound by the Spurs. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Mills, covered by Winslow. Stolen by Winslow. Goes up, and then Allen slams it in.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
The third quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 7. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Looks at the three with Jackson at the 4. Then it's Winslow. Then it's Brandon Clark. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. Six to shoot. Feeds it to Pirtle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And that's 10 points for Jakob Pirtle. Now here's Winslow, covered by Mills. On the wing, Brooks. Bain, guarded by Walker. Bain. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Now here's Mills. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
You know, they give him the ball and let him quarterback the pick and roll, which speaks, I think, to how confident they are in Murray, guys.
Murray against Morant. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about Valanciunas coming through here? When it's a big possession, giving it to him is a great idea.
Murray surveying the D. And it's Murray with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
San Antonio foul. His second personal foul.
And stolen by Murray.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Here's Walker. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And it's a 9-point San Antonio lead.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And it's Morant missing. That's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Boy, you look at DeJounte Murray, and I tell you what, he's long, he's fast, he has great instincts. He's a real challenge for defenders. Back to Morant.
Anderson outside. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Murray outside. Goes up on the high post. Here's Pirtle. The kick out to Walker. Over Brooks. They shoot again. Bounce pass from Pirtle. Murray outside. .35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Walker. Pass to Johnson. Stolen by Brooks.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Anderson's shot is off. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Murray right side. Over Brooks. Again, the miss by Murray. And so it's the Spurs with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. And a lot of style and a lot of confidence coming off the Kings bus earlier. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Holmes in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. Now here's Brooks. And tonight, a look at perhaps the future of the league, but it takes time, as you know, Steve, to build that.
You're right, Kevin. You got to start somewhere. A lot of these players still with their whole careers ahead of them. A lot of time to grow, but I love what I'm seeing.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Holmes in at the center, filling out the middle.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now here's Anderson. Great D that time from Bagley.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Morant passes to Anderson. Over Barnes. The putback. Rebound by the Kings. Out in his own on the break. Here's Hield. The rebound by Anderson. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And watching Kyle Anderson, Greg Popovich once stated, he's not what you'd call a typical NBA athlete.
AGA hint the nickname slow-mo because he plays at a deliberate pace. He has tremendous skills, a high basketball IQ. He has improved defensively. He's a jack of all trades.
Now here's Morant. Following the missed shot by Rashawn Holmes. Anderson passes to Morant. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Barnes. Rebounded by Jackson. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Anderson. And he banks in the layup.
And you watch Kyle Anderson run the floor. Those long strides eat up ground.
Fox against Morant. The pass to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Anderson outside. Here's Valanciunas.
The 5th overall pick in the draft back in 2011. Valanciunas has added wrinkles to his game every year since.
Memphis shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Anderson. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Brooks. And then for Sacramento, Whiteside's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And Halliburton subbed in for Buddy Hield. And they double up Morant. Pass to Valanciunas to the paint. Looking for Allen and gets it there. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now, here's Fox. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's Jackson. The shot, no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Stolen by Winslow. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle.
Oh, did you see that? Barnes taking flight there. Just a breathtaking player to watch with insane leaping ability.
side. Valanciunas against Whiteside. No good from Valanciunas. The Kings leading, and here we go. Bagley, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Count that one.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Allen with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. They get it back.
Whiteside gives enough space, waits, elevates. Quality block shot by the big fella.
Fox looking it over. Barnes left side. Stolen by Jackson. It's a tie game in Memphis. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Davis is out there with Mo Harkless. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Halliburton in at the 2 spot.
And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he failed to 21.
Here's Tillman, and he makes that one.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
The Kings trailing. Wright looking around. Down low, here's Whiteside, and he lays it straight in. Whiteside's got 4 points in the quarter.
When he gets the ball in that close with Whiteside's length, I don't know how you stop him.
It's Allen on the wing. Puts it up from 7. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Wright outside. It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
The Grizzlies have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Over in the corner, Allen. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. For 3. And Davis pulls it down. Kings have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And it's Whiteside off the drive. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Whiteside's got it all tied up now for the Kings. And for Memphis, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Over to the left wing. Bain. A 3-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The shot by Harkless, no good. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To the wing right side.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here are the Grizzlies now. Passes it to Clark. Here's Tillman. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Tillman's got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies. Winslow against Wright. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. That's now 8 points for Hassan Whiteside. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Davis with the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
There's Winslow, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Very intelligent player. Winslow is great at being creative in these pick and rolls.
Wright against Winslow. And Wright kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Harkless. And it's blocked. And here we go with Allen running it up the court over Halliburton. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Allen, that's good.
Eyes up, scanning the floor. Winslow plays with great poise and unselfishness.
7 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Harkless. And a close game so far through the first two.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for Memphis. The lead is 2. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And getting to the free throw line more and more. G.A. awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Anderson outside. Kicks it to Jackson. It's hauled in by the Kings. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Barnes. Drops in the layup for 2. Barnes has got the lead up to 2 now for the Kings.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
To the left wing. Now here's Morant for 3.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Brooks against Hield. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 4-point Kings lead.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Brooks outside. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Back to Morant. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Hield against Brooks. Hield, the pass to Holmes. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Kings lead by 6. To the paint. Knocks it loose. And it's Brooks in the corner. Outside for Jackson. And they get it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And, yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Brooks against Hield.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
It's stolen by Bagley. For the finish, and Holmes throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Brooks against Hield. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes. The Grizzlies shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Sacramento making some changes. Davis is checked in for Barnes. And Halliburton subbed in for Buddy Hield. Outside, Fox. Down low, here's Holmes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. To the left side wing. Bain. The Grizzlies with another miss. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Bagley, no good. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Bain. Clark, great positioning on the putback.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Allen inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, here is Halliburton. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bagley. Offensive rebound. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Kings lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Kings leading. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Sacramento, Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Halliburton is out there with Fox, and it's Holmes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now Anderson, the game now all time. Anderson's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Memphis.
And the difficulty defending Anderson from mid-range. He has a number of go-to moves from that distance.
Holmes finds Barnes. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. The Grizzlies shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Brooks outside. To the inside. Here's Clark. And he makes good on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Morant against Fox. Stripped away. Morant outside. It's Brooks on the wing. Off target from outside. Holmes kicks to Fox. Right wing. Stolen by Brooks. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Here's Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Fox against Morant. Stolen by Anderson. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Morant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
John Morant in the open floor. This guy's speed is next level, and he can finish.
Fox passes to Holmes to end the run. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brooks with no one around. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's an 8-point Memphis lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now, here is Halliburton. Brooks covering. Halliburton, that's good.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Morant passes to Brooks. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got his 4th rebound in this one. Nice D from Brooks. Memphis leading by 6. The pass to Anderson. Count that bucket.
He's used to being the catalyst. Kyle trying to become more of a threat, playing off the ball.
It's Fox with the drive.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Anderson. Rebounded by Holmes. The Kings trail by 6. Here's Barnes. Bagley. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done. Bagley's got his first points of the night. Fox with the steal. And now the Kings fast break. Fox leading the charge. Releases. That one, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Morant. Kept alive. And Clark is right there.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass. This has reached desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
Fox, no good. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
It's Fox with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's Fox saying, I'm the top dog here. You need a big basket, you come to me.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant, right side. Clark, left side. And another turnover here by Memphis. Now the Kings with it.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. "11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Three-pointer. Misses. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it. it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. Now Sacramento starting 5. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Holmes in its center. Now here's Murray. Goes up at the stripe. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
And a fantastic finish. I just love seeing Fox work his way through contact and converting.
Murray against Fox. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Fox. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Now Hield. 6 on the shot clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was. Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now here's Murray. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pirtle, high post. Back to Murray. Free throw line jump shot. Pirtle. It's good on the putback.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
Now here's Hield. And it's Bagley in the corner. Barnes outside, fires the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And finished off by DeRozan.
DeRozan's so good, guys, at taking advantage of whatever situation is there. When he has the opportunity, he gets out and scores in the open floor.
Now here's Hield. Outside, Fox. Back to Hield. Shoots the 3. A shot off that time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now, here's DeRozan following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Marvin Bagley picks one up. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. They could use a bucket, and it's Davis laying it in.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And Zhang kicks to Mills. Gay dishes to Zhang. Can't hit from in close.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Right, the pass to Whiteside. Harkless with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. and that's what you expect from them.
And the Spurs making a change here. Eubanks is checked in. San Antonio leading by 4. And here's Mills. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Gay left side. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Pass to Mills. Back to Gay. Mills with it, right on him. Spurs passing it around. Outside, Walker from deep three-point range. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. It's right on the wing. And here's Davis for 3. Second chance shot. And so it's San Antonio in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Kings, they've got Halliburton. Terrence Davis is out there with Mo Harkless. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Wright in at the point. Here's Walker. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Passes to Chang. The kick out to Walker. Pass to Mills. Gay outside. This one for 3. Up again. Up top Mills. Shot clock at 6. There's the pass to Eubanks. And it's good, 2 points. Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's Mills, and he uses the glass on the layup. Mills has got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Spurs.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And right, here we go. Right side, no good. The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Gay kicks to Mills. Pass to Eubanks. Outside, Walker. Stolen. Davis inside, covered by Mills. And Davis gets it to go.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Drills it from outside.
And there's one of the sharpest weapons in Mills' arsenal, specifically because of how fast his release is.
Right, looking around. Inside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for San Antonio. Outside, Walker lets the three fly. It's not going to go for him. And the Kings going the other way now. Stolen by Walker. Jang inside. Whiteside's there. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
San Antonio leading by 9. DeRozan. That's good. DeRozan's got 6.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
And it's Fox with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's Murray up on top. Guarded by Fox. And the shot goes down. Murray's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
You know, that's one thing, guys, Murray's never afraid to do. Lean in, draw contact, and put the defender in a bind.
Fox deciding where to go with it. The 3. DeRozan with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the shot goes in. Vassell's got his first basket.
You know, that's a veteran play. DeRozan stays open to all possibilities. That's seeing the game in front of you. Excellent find.
Another miss by Fox.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Good work defensively by Johnson.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 15.
Well, I like the fact that Murray is a really strong rebounder for a backcourt player.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was all about San Antonio as the game got going. They had the upper hand early, defense and offense clicking. And
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Look at Patty Mills. What a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Johnson is out there at DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Vassell in at the shooting guard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Got that bucket in no time at all. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And that one, good. Bagley's got 5 points so far.
And we saw this from Bagley in college. He has very good touch around the rim.
Murray left side. He kicks to DeRozan. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Halliburton. And a miss there on the triple. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Spurs. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
San Antonio leading by 14. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Murray outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Pirtle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy. Somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Eubanks is checked in. That's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And a change for the Kings. Holmes checked in. Here's Halliburton. To the middle. Holmes down low. DeRozan defending. Lets it go from 14. Healed. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Mills can't hit. The Kings trail by 13. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
We all know Hill can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Sacramento making a switch here. Fox is checked in, so he gets them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Walker against Fox. Lays it up and banks it in. Walker's got his first bucket of the night.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Here's Fox. He's got 6. Passes it to Holmes. Missed inside. Johnson for 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's San Antonio looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Sacramento. That's at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. And it's Holmes in at the 5 spot. Outside, Fox. Down low. Holmes, good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Fox against Murray. Poked away. Barnes with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Here's Fox. Here's Holmes. He shoots again, and the layup is good. Holmes got 4 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Now, here's Fox. Loud pass to Bagley. That shot, no good. And here we go with DeRozan running it up.
Watch out below. Come on now. Throw it down.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Fox against Murray. Outside for Bagley. Over Johnson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in this game. Poked loose. Fox with the steal. Shot by Heel. Nobody around. Sacramento again missing. Outside for Murray. Spurs passing it around. Johnson finds Murray. Back to Johnson. To the wing on the left. 5 to shoot. From deep. Sacramento grabs the miss. And now the Kings fast break. Barnes with the ball.
Barnes quickly leaking out there. He's always trying to get some easy buckets, easy points, and as a result, he's able to beat defenders sometimes.
And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Halliburton's checked in for Sacramento. 1:53 left to play in the final quarter. Fox against Murray. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
It's stolen by DeRozan. Pirtle with the ball. Picked up by Bagley. Pirtle dishes to DeRozan. 1:25 left in the fourth. And the layup is good. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for San Antonio.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for DeJounte Murray.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Lobbed up there for Barnes. Bagley with the bucket.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Murray outside. Clock at 6. Shoots over Fox. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
No good on the triple. DeRozan passes to Murray. For the 3. That shot off. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Johnson against Jackson. Johnson can't get it to go. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Morant kicks to Brooks. Yes, that goes in.
Oh, now this is a good sign for sure. Look at the confidence Brooks has, taking and making it there. Kevin, this is sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league street shooter. I mean, when he's on, he can carry your offense.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And it's Brooks in the corner. Murray with it. Now, Valanciunas defending. Here's DeRozan, and he gets the bucket.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Now here's Brooks. From the arc, Jackson trying to break free. Brooks misses.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night, he might go for 6 or 7.
Yes, yeah, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. When he's hot, you ride him. When he's not, sub him. That's simple.
Anderson can't get it to go.
And a cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Brooks. Back to Morant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Murray against Morant. Pirtle trying to get open. Murray, no good.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Morant outside. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Back to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Johnson. The shot, no good. Here's DeRozan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Outstanding initiative there from DeRozan. And it's because of that take charge attitude he earns the call there.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Bain. That 3 off the mark. Spurs leading by 6. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Now here's Mills. Covered by Winslow. Jang the pass to Mills. Puts up a 3. That one doesn't go. The Grizzlies trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Allen's shot is off. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And finished off by Walker.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Mills. No points in the game yet for him.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Tips it up, and Clark is right there.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Up top, Mills, covered by Winslow. Game, and no good. Some solid defense from Clark. Bain, good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about they're not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And DeRozan throws it down.
And guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick.
And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Spurs lead by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Winslow. He's out there with Allen, and it's Clark in at the force line. Shot's good by Walker.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after the basket by San Antonio. Allen for 3. Eubanks grabs the miss. Spurs leading by 6. Here's Walker. Some solid defense from Clark. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And stolen by Jang to the inside. Walker. Excellent D there from Allen. The Grizzlies shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. They grab their own miss. He gets that one. Tillman's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass. I like that big play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Clark outside. San Antonio with the rebound. Jang's got his 4th rebound in this one. Walker's shot is off.
You just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
No good from Clark.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Out left of the wing. Here's Morant. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Johnson, the pass to Eubanks. Outside for Murray. 6 to shoot. Eubanks, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 6. There's the lob to Jackson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, this is just being a good team. Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
Murray surveying the D. A second chance effort. Pass to Eubanks. Here's Vassell. Guarded by Morant. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Passes to Brooks. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pirtle with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Johnson's got the ball. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Murray against Morant. Murray, good. Murray's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
His energy level has never dropped in his game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D struggling to keep up.
Morant passes to Jackson. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Jackson misses. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. San Antonio making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Spurs leading by 8. Murray outside. Pirtle against Valanciunas. Murray right side. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Memphis has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. It's Brooks on the wing. To the paint. It's stolen by DeRozan. About 3 seconds between shot and gameplay. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Jackson dishes to Morant. For Murray. That one wide left. From deep three-point range. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. San Antonio did not hesitate to set the pace. An exceptional game plan. And that.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
DeRozan out there with Johnson. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Murray. And it's Vassell in at the 2. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Morant against Murray. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. Takes the 13-footer. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, I love the rabid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards. And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them at a decent clip.
Anderson with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Yep, that one goes in there. Anderson's got it back down to within single digits for the Grizzlies.
Thanks to Kyle Anderson's size advantage over most of his matchups, he's an effective interior scoring option.
Pirtle. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yeah, he better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane, because no question, he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Brooks kicks to Morant. Puts it up from 7. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Now here's Murray. Yep, that one goes.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Spurs shooting their third free throw shot of the game. That one misses for Murray. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Grizzlies have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier. That's good from Winslow. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now here's Murray. He's got 14. And it's Murray with the jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Bain cans it from downtown. He has 7.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Murray right side. Goes up from the top of the key. That shot missing. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break.
Winslow against Murray. And they double up DeRozan. Over Allen. It's deflected. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Jang, and finished off by Jang.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Bain, DeRozan defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by DeRozan. Here we go, one-on-one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Justice Winslow. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Over to the wing. The 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Eubanks got 4 rebounds now tonight. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside for Murray. Offline with his 3. Now here's Winslow, covered by Mills. Now Winslow. And so it's San Antonio in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant and Allen at the guard spots. Brandon Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. On the wing, Brooks. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Spurs going the other way now. Here's Gay. And then Gay with the dunk.
And when Gay is nearby, you have to be aware of his vertical. He really rocks the rims on these jams.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Down by 12. Yep, it counts.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And the Spurs making a change here. Pirtle's checked in. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Allen. 5 on the clock. Here's Valanciunas. Rebounded by the Spurs. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it, the fast break chance. And yes, it's good. Gay's got 4 points in the quarter.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Anderson can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 15. Mills passes to Pirtle. Bounce pass Gay. And Mills kicks to Gay. Takes the three. Rebounded by Jackson.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
To the right side. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And the Spurs making a change here. For San Antonio, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Walker against Brooks. Walker with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Brooks. San Antonio again missing. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Morant reaches to Jackson.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Brooks against Walker. Johnson in the corner. A 3-ball. San Antonio again missing. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Allen's checked in for Brooks. Anderson can't get it to go.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
Murray against Morant. Murray, no good.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Spurs leading by 13. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he drops that one in. Murray's got 20.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Spurs.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeJounte Murray.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball. That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
Stolen by Gay. And here is Murray. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Murray up on top, defended by Jones. Here's the 3. That shot is off. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Here's an aerial view of our location today, Sacramento. And nothing.
Hey, Kevin.
I bet they are. Thank you, D.A. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. And for the Kings, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bagley is out there with Holmes. And it's Fox in at the point guard. And it's Memphis on the break. Releases from 15. Bagley with the rebound. The drive by Barnes. Nice D from Valanciunas. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponents. And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And so here's Memphis. After the Kings pick up 2. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
It's Fox with the drive. The shot is good off the backboard. Fox has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Anderson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Kings have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Fox against Morant. Bagley kicks to Fox. They kick out to Hield. Just 5 on the clock. Bagley trying to free himself up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. If he can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end, now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
3-pointer, Brooks. No good there. So the Kings will take it the other way. The kick out to Barnes. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant outside. Valanciunas passes to Anderson. Bucket is good.
Under control with the release there from Kyle Anderson. Gives his shot a good chance of going in.
Fox against Morant. And Fox gets it to go.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Anderson. Right at the free throw line. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Hield attacking. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, how about Hield staying through contact right there, finds a way to get the ball to the rim, and that one goes.
Morant outside. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Jackson gets the bucket.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Fox. He has 6. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about Fox getting up on the inside? Love to see the point guard rise up.
Anderson outside. Back to Morant. Passes it to Valanciunas. Jackson against Bagley. Jackson misses.
No doubt it's been a bit of struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And finished off by Bagley.
You know, Bagley can really get up and extend.
26 seconds left in the first quarter. At the top of the key, Brooks. Right side, Jackson. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Jackson missing again. Lobbed up there for Barnes. Stolen by Brooks. The finish with 1 on the clock. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Sacramento Kings. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Davis is out there with Mo Harkless. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Halliburton in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. The shot by Harkless, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Misses from short range.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Allen surveying the D. It's good from long range. Allen's got himself on the board with 3 there. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Pass to Tillman. 6 on the shot clock. And Harkless pulls it down. Kings leading now by 3. Davis kicks to Whiteside. And right, here we go. The shot by Harkless, no good. For Memphis, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. To the middle. There's Winslow. Offensive rebound. And another shot over Wright. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Hassan Whiteside.
You like the aggressiveness of Winslow, taking it straight at the D and getting whacked.
And he sinks the second. For Sacramento, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Wright, the pass to Whiteside. Back to Wright. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Kings lead by 4. Bain is guarded by Davis. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings, the 8-footer. Here's Halliburton. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
You have to do a lot of things defensively to prevent Hassan Whiteside from scoring. He is just an Adonis out there. Look at that body, and still gets those shots to go like he did there.
Davis in the corner, stolen by Winslow. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's Allen. And again, Memphis no good. Sacramento leading by 6. Davis with it. Guarded now by Clark. A wide open look here for Wright. Here's Whiteside.
Big hands, long arms, huge frame of Whiteside. It just makes him a dominant shot blocker, a huge rim protector, and a very good rebounder.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Bagley, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. Harrison Barnes comes in for Davis. Fields checked in for Halliburton. And it's Fox in for Wright.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. The Kings have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. It's Fox with the drive. Whiteside kicks to Fox. Back to Whiteside. Over Valanciunas. Misses off the right iron. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And that one's good. Morant.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Here's Whiteside, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Memphis called for the foul. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Fires top of the key. Sacramento grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
It looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Anderson. Good D by Barnes. Inside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's Sacramento ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A tremendous start for De'Aaron Fox. He had 10 points. And that does it for our...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 6 rebounds in the game. Healed the pass to Barnes. Banked in off the glass. Barnes has got the lead up to 11 now for the Kings.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brooks outside. Fox against Morant. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's his first foul. Morant left side. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
It's Fox with the drive.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And up the court come the Kings on the break. And that's going to be a travel. Halliburton's checked in for Heel. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. Winslow comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Brooks. On the wing, Winslow. Allen outside. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Kings leading now by 9. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Nicholas is checked in for Marvin Bagley. Terrence Davis comes in for Barnes. And it's DeLon Wright in for Fox. And Holmes throws it down.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want. The other, not so much.
Well, this team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Down low, got a piece of it. 4 on the clock. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Outside for Bagley. Wright looking around. Loud pass to Bagley. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The pass to Clark. Bain is guarded by Davis. On the wing, Winslow. And they pick up 2.
Pretty good pace on the pick and roll there from Winslow, jumping all over the defense when they give him the room to operate.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Nobody near Allen. Misses the 3. Kings leading now by 15. Halliburton passes to Holmes. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Holmes. Puts it up from 12. That one rolling around and rims out. The Grizzlies trail by 15. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
And Terrence Davis gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Winslow with it. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And so it's Sacramento looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Kings, Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Holmes in at the 5 spot. Anderson right side. Out to Morant.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That's a 2 from Heel. No good off the front iron.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Top of the key. Good D by Heel. Sacramento leading by 13. Nobody near Barnes. Fades and shoots. And the rejection by Jackson. Launches a 3. Barnes can't get it to go. The Grizzlies shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. And that one drops for him. And it's 8 points for Jaren Jackson.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Brooks. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Fox against Morant. Fox passes to Holmes. No good. Nice D from Valanciunas. Here's Brooks. Rebound by the Kings. Bagley's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And it's Fox with the jam.
I think opposing coaches have nightmares about De'Aaron Fox being out in transition. We got to see why right there.
Right side Jackson shoots over Holmes, but he stays with it, and Jackson gets it to go.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 4 this quarter.
Tough matchup here, and Fox has it going right now. The lefty getting some room and making it happen.
And it's Morant missing. Kings leading now by 11. Morant with the steal. Right side Jackson. Brooks for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Hield finds Fox. Count it.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Barnes outside. Pass to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident looking performance for the Kings.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for De'Aaron Fox.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento. Fast break Memphis. Melton passes to Clark. down. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Sacramento ball.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jones against Wright. And the pass to Medu. Just 5 to shoot. Jones, no luck. Clark outside. Here's Melton. And the shot is long. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one.